Well, then there's this chamber series, excuse me, which some people give me credit for, but it was really Joe and Ted Williams' idea. They were talking about how much they both liked chamber music, and Joe said, well, let's do something and bring in a well-known outside group. And Ted said, well, what if no one comes to hear it? And Joe said, so what? We'll enjoy it. Now, that was very typical of my husband type of remark. Ted went on to develop this series, which has received national acclaim, and he literally became the best-known impresario of chamber music throughout the country. Lastly, the Ida Sue School is a result of unfortunate personal circumstances. We discovered at the age of about 2.5 that something was wrong with our daughter. After several years of testing, false starts, trying to find a diagnosis, etc., it was determined that she was severely retarded. We placed Ida Sue in 1955, and at that time, there was a man who worked at Akron Brass with Joe, and he had a son who had special needs. He lived at home, and we realized the trauma, and difficulty, and stress of providing constant home care. So anyway, we started the school with a very small group of 7 children, including this little Terry, and they met in the basement of the Jewish temple. At first, they moved on to other places after that, but that was their first place. Again, as a result of a fortunate situation, Marge Berglund and her husband Ed had come to Worcester, and Marge, who had been a teacher, was looking for something to do. She was willing to tackle the job of starting a school on an uncharted course. It's really hard for many of you to realize that 50 years ago, there were no day schools like this or anything else. There was no instruction, there was no format, there were no special ed courses that hadn't even been, I think, developed, I guess, and there was no guidance, no state organization, no nothing. There wasn't even much recognition of the need for this type of facility. Marge literally set the program up day by day as she experienced the needs. And as a result, the curriculum and the school became a model, and people from all over the state came to see what she was doing. Again, with the help of the Rotary Club first, and then a lot of people, the Ida Sue School became a reality. And later, the Nick Amster Workshop was added. This provides a productive outlet for the students when they no longer attend the school. Incidentally, since so many people ask me, Ida Sue continues to live at the Woods Schools. Coming up to date, over the past 15 years, I've become more involved with state and national organizations, and that led to my contact and interest in politics, which I love. It's a great game, it's interesting, it's fascinating, and it's fun. And through it, I've just met all kinds of wonderful people, including Ralph, regular over here. I enjoy supporting candidates whom I think will make a difference. Politics are important to all of us. Always remember that it's a very few number of people who decide and make the rules that you and I live by. So I urge all of you to become involved in working on campaigns and helping to get out the vote. Finally, a word about jazz. That really is my hobby. I enjoy listening to live bands that play old New Orleans traditional jazz. It's often called Dixieland people. The enjoyment of music just depends on how each one of us hears the sound. My husband liked classical music. My sons are into rock and blues. And many people like country. So it all depends on what appeals to you. Well, in addition to the music, I love the culture, the ambience, the people, and the lifestyle of New Orleans. A lot of the old musicians are gone now, but New Orleans is still there, and I love to second line and follow a band. This has really been a great honor, and I thank you so much. And now, I'm off to Mardi Gras.
Congratulations, Julia. And on behalf of the Salvation Army and Mary West, Major Mary West, I present you with these flowers. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's fine. Oh, I better take my glass.
I'm going to hold this for you.
Umbrella and my glasses.
You gotta take it thorough.
Well, there's nothing like following Julia. The worst thing you can do on an evening like tonight is get off the script. So, Mike, buckle up. Nancy and I moved to Worcester 7 years ago. It was August the 3rd. It was hot as hell. There was no air conditioning in our house, and they were unloading our furniture. We didn't know where anything was. We didn't know a person within 1,500 miles. The only person we knew was Stan Hales, and he was out of town. About midtime in the afternoon, we were both wondering if we'd made the right decision moving across the country to Worcester, Ohio, and this very strange man wearing pretty ugly shorts, carrying 2 cold beers, crawled out of the bushes, stuck them in my hands, and said, "You look like you need these. I'll talk to you some other time." That man was Mike Reardon. That is a truthful story. In 1974, Mike Reardon purchased United Titanium Fabricators, a company with 11 employees. Although a fire in 1977 forced him to move from his Shreve facility, the business continued to grow in a temporary location on Kimbrough Avenue until moving to its present location on Old Airport Road in 1985. United Titanium's core policy states, and I quote, "You demand the best and we deliver," unquote. It is that simple policy that has directed United Titanium from the time that Carlos Weekly responded to the needs of their first customers to today. The United Titanium continues to provide quality fabricating services. United Titanium is also truly a good corporate citizen. The company is a sponsor of community activities and events, and their employees are participants in several community service projects. And let me also say, as a person who sits on a public board here in town, sometimes they do things that are not even acknowledged publicly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chamber is extremely proud to recognize United Titanium as the 2006 Business of the Year.
Business of the Year, United Titanium. In the early 1960s, NASA needed a strong, durable fastener for the Ranger 7 moon probe. At that time, MIT student Fred Weekly was working with his father, Carlos Weekly, who had recently started a machine shop in Shreve, working with titanium and other exotic metals. The MIT connection became the NASA connection with Wayne County. Like NASA, United Titanium was in its infancy. First named United Titanium Fabricators when Carlos Weekly started it in 1962, the company's first and still current customer was Chemcut. Located in State College, Pennsylvania, Chemcut made chemical milling machines for circuit boards, and United Titanium manufactured pump shafts and coils for the machines. Additionally, when fasteners were needed, United Titanium developed ways to manufacture them, demonstrating the ingenuity that has led to the company's continued success.
May of 1974 was a good year for Mike Reardon. That was the year that I decided to make an offer for United Titanium. It turned out to be one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. It's been a wonderful relationship associated with lots of good people, and the company's enjoyed some success.
Although sporadically, the company continued to grow. And when Mike Reardon bought it in 1974, United Titanium had 11 employees, some of whom are still there. At that time, the name was changed to United Titanium Incorporated. Fire forced the company to change locations in 1977, moving to Kemrow Avenue in Worcester. In 1985, United Titanium built its current facility in the Bogner Industrial Park on Old Airport Road. As the company was on the move physically, it was also on the move economically, growing both its customer and product list. Whereas about 13,000 pounds of titanium might have been used in a year to fulfill customers' orders, over 23,000 pounds of exotic metals are now used in a single month. The three main characteristics of titanium that make it such a unique problem-solving material are its lightweight strength, its corrosion resistance in most atmospheres and environments, and its non-reaction to the human body. Because titanium is inert to the body's chemistry, and it has the unique ability of being able to osseointegrate, that is, it is able to structurally and functionally connect with the living bone, United Titanium has become a leading manufacturer of Bicon dental implants. And the skull pins that were used in the halo that Christopher Reeve wore after his accident were made by United Titanium. Furthermore, its corrosion resistance is the main reason titanium is used extensively in undersea applications. United Titanium products are used in submarines, such as Northrop Grumman's SEAL Advanced Delivery System, and in subsea electrical and fiber optic interconnect systems manufactured by Ocean Design. The U.S. Navy also relies upon United Titanium to supply its grappling hooks. And C276, a nickel alloy having the same corrosion and heat resistant properties, also utilized by United Titanium, is used in pollution control systems worldwide. It is because of titanium's very high tensile strength, its light weight, and its ability to withstand extreme temperatures that Lockheed Martin uses United Titanium screws in its communications satellites. Patriot air defense missiles and Tomahawk cruise missiles also contain United Titanium parts. Unexpected places, NASCAR race cars, the America Cubed yacht, and fighting robots also have United Titanium fasteners and parts. A dedicated workforce has made United Titanium successful. Engineers, skilled tradesmen, and support staff have been essential in burnishing United Titanium's reputation for quality products. As Robert Orizio, president of Electronic Systems for Northrop Grumman, said when giving an award to United Titanium, United Titanium constantly goes the extra mile to provide Northrop Grumman with quality products. When we had a very demanding Navy deadline to meet, United Titanium rose to the occasion and manufactured difficult parts and delivered them before the deadline. This company demonstrates what it takes to be a gold preferred supplier. Only 4 out of 20,000 vendors received the award. Another award from Northrop Grumman states that many times the difference between mediocrity and excellence is doing something nearly right, or doing it exactly right. To achieve this philosophy, United Titanium Incorporated has developed a quality management system that meets the requirements of ISO 9001-2000, the U.S. Navy's Level 1 SubSafe program, the FDA Quality System Regulation, and the aerospace standard AS 9003. Complying with these stringent quality requirements has enabled United Titanium to continue as a leader in the titanium industry. Now, with the cooperation of both the city and state, United Titanium is growing again. It has nearly doubled the size of its facility this past year. With this expansion, its fourth, United Titanium adds being a service center. That is, selling titanium bar, plate, and pipe to its description. While the employees of United Titanium work hard on the job, they also play hard. Their annual golf outing is a chance to have some fun and build camaraderie. Of course, it is for some pretty serious bragging rights, too. The company also has cookouts at work on its custom-made titanium grill, a Halloween costume contest, a Christmas party, and a summer family activity. Just as United Titanium's commitment to quality products could not be accomplished without its workforce, the company's commitment to community would not be possible without its employees. You will see UTI people assisting local nonprofit agencies as well as coaching youth activities from the sidelines. The company's involvement in and commitment to the community is evident through its generous local contributions. It plays key leadership roles in events such as Main Street Worcester's Winter Wonderland, Worcester Fest, and the Wayne County Fair's Junior Beef Sale. The company's employees also support the Relay for Life in raising funds to fight cancer. For the past 3 years, United Titanium employees have received the Gold Team Award for their level of contributions to the relay.
Community is indebted to Mike and Steph and the entire team at United Titanium for their community involvement. And I would personally like to congratulate Mike and Steph and all of the United Titanium team on being selected as the 2006 Business of the Year, an award truly, truly well-deserved.
United Titanium and its employees are also supportive of the United Way of Wayne and Holmes counties. They are a United Way pace setter, and the company campaign kicks off each year with a lunch cookout for all employees. United Titanium employees are very generous in their giving, and because of them, United Titanium has won United Way's award for the highest per capita giving for 12 consecutive years. This is a record Mike Reardon equates to winning the Super Bowl 12 years in a row.
It's my privilege to share with you the real secret of the success of United Titanium. It's all about the people that work there and the atmosphere of a caring company that's been established from the top down. Thanks to all of you at United Titanium for giving back to this community in so many ways.
Quality and community. Those are the commitments of United Titanium. Just as Carlos Weekly responded to the needs of United Titanium Fabricators' first customer, United Titanium Incorporated will continue to be responsible and responsive to its customers and its community.
Our customers demand the best, and we deliver. It's as simple as that.
With these qualities and characteristics, the future looks very bright for United Titanium its customers, employees, and community.
Accepting this award for United Titanium, Michael Reardon, President.
Paper that featured United Titanium.
This is good. Awesome crowd here tonight. Thank you all for coming. That story Bob told you is true. The problem with that picture is I moved away 5 years ago and I'm still taking him beers on Saturday and he's still not doing anything. That's the truth too. There's a part of me, my friends out here know this, but there's a part of me that really would like to just wing it tonight and just stand up here and see where it took me and tease my friends out there in the audience and see if we could have a little fun. But Stephanie has assured me I will stick to the prepared text and not vary from it. They told me I had 6 or 7 minutes. I can't do it, so I'm going to lay claim to the 90 or what's left of the 90 that Bob Walton didn't use, so sit back and relax. It seems like I probably ought to start with a cute story or a joke, but I don't have any cute stories, and I'm a lousy joke teller, and actually the only jokes I know I got from John Limbert and Frank Northrup and Sue Mather. So I don't know. What can I say? I can't be doing that. But I want to take and go on just one quick tangent, which I know none of you, I'm so tall I need to move it up, which I know none of you will care about. There are 2 very special, very well-loved individuals in this community who are celebrating something very, very special. And I'm going to tell you what it is, and I want you to give them a big round of applause. The first one is Ralph Jones, a Wall of Fame recipient who just celebrated his 90th birthday. And go ahead. Stand up, Ralph. And the other one, a Wall of Fame recipient himself, is Ken Rohde, who is getting ready to celebrate his 97th birthday. If you would, please. Stand up, Ken. While I'm at it, there's somebody celebrating a birthday today. That's Ted Bogner. Now, he's not 90 and he's not 97, but he's getting old. He didn't know I was going to say this, and I know he wants me to tell you this, that the bar is open after we get done here, and Ted wants to buy all of you a glass of wine or a cocktail, whatever you want, so help yourselves. Thanks, Ted. Happy birthday. Stand up. Thank you, Bob, for the nice introduction. Thank you to the Chamber for this very special honor. United Titanium is very proud to be the 2006 Business of the Year. I need to thank Lance White and Naomi Snyder of the Daily Record, who wrote that wonderful article on us that appeared a few Sundays ago in the paper. You know, you don't get to critique that thing. And Naomi was in for 3 or 4 days and probably spent 4 or 5 hours. And I called Lance the week before. I said, hey, listen, can we take a look at that thing, see if you spelled the name right or whatever? He said, sorry, Mike. He said, paper policy, can't do that. Well, it turned out wonderfully, and we need to thank Naomi for that terrific job. So, thank you. Carrie, also need to thank Carrie Wellert and her company, CNC Video, for doing that terrific video. She did Julia's too, which was wonderful. She captured Julia in all her glory, I thought. And my congratulations, my personal congratulations to Julia and to all the other honorees tonight. Well deserved, all of you. Back in 1981, I think I was still on the chamber board, and we honored this, I think this was the first event like this where we were honoring companies, the Gerstenslager Company. And we had as our speaker John McConnell, who was the founder and chairman of Worthington Industries. It was really a very nice evening and quite a success. And here we are 25 years later. It's a great event. Honestly, I was telling my friends that came up from Columbus tonight, I think you're going to be surprised at what our little town turns out for this wonderful evening. It's a tribute to our community. Good job. Sitting at my table just a little bit ago before dinner, or a little bit after dinner, I guess, I was looking at this pamphlet that's the program for tonight. And one of the things that I noticed very quickly as I was looking down the businesses of the year, look at the names on there. I don't know if you took a minute and looked at those things. You really should. I'll just name a few of them. Worcester Brush, Luke, Bueller's, Seaman, Worcester Glass, Akron Brass. These are all wonderful companies, and they really are what make our community what it is. A fine place to do